Hi parents, if you have a child or children with autism and you're homeschooling them, but lately you or your child are feeling frustrated during learning time, then this video is for you. My name is Sophia and I'm a mom of two amazing boys with autism. I homeschool one of them and I created this channel to help parents like you who might be going through some of the same challenges I faced early on in our homeschooling journey. Let's be honest, those early days were tough. They were moments of frustration, anger, and yes, meltdowns, both mine and my child's. It was hard teaching a child who was emotional and needed time to calm down before being ready to learn again. And by the time he was ready, it often felt like so much time had been lost, leaving everyone drained and discouraged. So today I want to share a few things that have worked for us so far. Lessons that help turn our learning time into something more peaceful, more flexible, and more meaningful. So number one is identifying learning challenges and strength. One of the biggest turning points for us was when I started to really understand how my child learns best. I truly believe that regardless of diagnosis, every child has a unique way of learning. Some are auditory learners, some are visual, others are kinesthetic. And many are a mix of all three. Once I figured out my child's strengths and weaknesses, it became easier to choose the right materials, set the right pace, and create an environment where learning could actually happen without constant struggle. Then the concept of deschooling. This was a huge mindset shift for me. A wonderful mom once told me about deschooling, and honestly, it changed everything. Deschooling is about letting go of what we think learning should look like, especially the pressure to replicate a traditional classroom at home. It's giving yourself permission to redefine learning, to make it fit for you and your child. There is no right or wrong way. It's all about creating something that works best for you and your family. Okay, understanding autism. Autism can bring unique challenges when it comes things like rigid thinking, concrete processing, language and communication, as well as social and emotional hurdles. When we push our kids to build deeper understanding or abstract thinking, that's often when frustration shows up. It's not because they're being defiant, it's because their brains are being stretched in really hard ways. Once I started understanding why certain tasks were difficult, I was able to find ways to make them more manageable. It's all about working with your child's brain, not against it. I want to talk about reward and structure. For us, reward and structure have been a bit of a journey. At first, I tried using rewards the way many programs suggest, but honestly, it became stressful for both of us. I'm homeschooling on my own, no therapies, no aid, no extra pair of hands, so keeping up with complicated reward system just didn't work. Now I keep things very simple. Sometimes it's a sticker or a colored stick or just a small word of encouragement. I don't reward every single step because I also want my child to learn that doing something hard and finishing it can feel good all on its own. It's not always easy, but I've found that unconditional love, validation, and a calm, steady presence do more for my child's confidence than any reward chart ever could. That's what works for us, and it might look different for you, and that's perfectly okay. So that's what's been working for me so far. Homeschooling a child with autism is not always easy, but it can be incredibly rewarding when we start to see learning as something flexible, something that grows with our child. Thank you so much for spending this time with me. If this video helped you in any way, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. I'll be sharing more next week about how we make learning calm, joyful, and meaningful in our homeschool life. Until next time, bye-bye.